Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more RWBY. This is Volume 4, Chapter 8, a much needed talk. And last time we saw Weiss possibly escaping from her father. She's going to have to give up the title of heiress. It seems like her father's son, or her brother, is going to be the one who inherits the wealth, the family wealth? I don't know. The leading role in the family, I guess, once the father passes. And yeah, Qrow fought off Tyrion along with the others, but he got injured. I don't want to blame Ruby, but he did tell her to stay back, and it felt like she definitely should have. Hopefully he'll be fine, though. It's a scratch. I don't know what kind of poison he has, and I'm very curious if... Actually, can scorpions grow their tails back? I think I've heard something like that before, so who knows. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what this talk is about. Let's check it out. It used to be like a fairy tale, now it seems like we're just pretending. Then on our way to a happy ending, far less like a bedtime story, with no big reveal of the hero's glory. I feel like the subtitles come a little too late for me to read the first few words of each line. That wasn't fair. Go home. Oh, through is gone. There's nothing we can do. Let's just live day by day, not be conquered by our sorrows. We must break free. No time will mend our hearts. Alright. Much needed talk. Seems fine. Was it just a scratch? No poison?
Really?
No venom?
No questions?
Of course we have questions. This is just a lot to take in.
Sure, of course.
Did he explain
These
everything already?
maidens, they're powerful fighters that don't need dust to use magic.
Yeah,
And there are 4 of them?
yep. Always.
Which means that whenever one of them dies, the power transfers to someone, a female, that they care about?
Whoever was in their thoughts last. Important distinction. Best option, it's someone we can trust. Regardless, their souls become combined, in a way.
And that's what you were trying to do to Pyrrha. The night the tower fell. You were trying to turn her into one of them.
Yes.
The previous Fall Maiden, Amber, had been attacked. She was young and inexperienced. And her assailant, who we now know as Cinder, somehow managed to steal some of her power, but not all of it. We were afraid that if we didn't do something, the rest would go to her as well.
So you forced it on Pyrrha.
We didn't force anything. We explained the situation and gave her a choice, and she chose. You were there. You heard her.
That guy, Tyrion. Why was he after me?
Silver eyes.
You definitely painted a target on your back with what you did at Beacon.
Silver eyes.
I told you having silver eyes is a rare trait. And the fact that you're someone that was able to use them seems to have upset some very powerful people. Not many people know about the silver eyes, but those that do aren't very happy that one has surfaced. That's why I've been keeping an eye on you. Wanted to make sure you were safe.
Good thing.
All of you.
Well, then, why not Seems like that would have been way easier.
He was using you as bait.
Oh.
Look, I wouldn't put it like that. It's complicated.
What is all of this? Ruby's being hunted. The schools are being attacked. All for what? What is the point of all of this? Will you just tell us what's going on?
Would you sit down? You're stressing me out, kid.
Fine.
Not many people are super religious these days.
Religious.
This world's been around for a long time. Long enough that people have created dozens of gods. But if you believe Ozpin, 2 of them are actually real.
Ooh.
They were brothers. The older sibling, the god of light, found joy in creating forces of life. Meanwhile, the younger brother, the god of darkness, spent his time creating forces of destruction. As you can imagine, they both had pretty different ideas about how things should go. The older one would spend his days creating water, plants, wildlife. At night, his brother would wake to see all the things that the elder had made and become disgusted. To counteract his brother's creations, the god of darkness brought drought, fire, famine, all that he could do to rid Remnant of life.
Railing against content creators. Boo. I'm just kidding.
So one night, the younger brother went and made something. Something that shared his innate desire to destroy anything and everything.
The
The
creatures
Grim.
of Grim.
You guessed it. The older brother had finally had enough. Knowing that their feud couldn't last like this forever, he proposed that they make one final creation. Together. Something they could both be proud of. Their masterpiece. Younger brother agreed.
What?
This last great creation would be given the power to both create and destroy. It would be given the gift of knowledge, so that it could learn about itself and the world around it.
Humans?
Most importantly, it would be given the power to choose. To have free will to take everything it had learned and decide which path to follow.
Oh, wow.
The path of light or the path of darkness.
That's interesting lore.
And that is how humanity came to be.
But what does that have to do with us?
Right.
Well, that's the kicker. See, the 4 gifts to mankind, knowledge, creation, destruction, and choice, aren't just metaphorical. Each of them exists in a physical form, left behind by the gods before they abandon Remnant.
What?
Each of them is extraordinarily powerful. If
Physical
someone were to
form?
collect all 4, they'd be able to change the world. That's exactly what the enemy wants.
Huh.
The Huntsman Academies were created to train generations of humanity's protectors, but they also serve another purpose: guarding the relics. When Ozpin's predecessor founded the schools, he built them around the relics to act as a fortress. Not only would they be easier to defend, but they would be constantly surrounded by trained warriors. The hope was that hiding the relics would keep mankind from using them against itself. And of course, keeping them out of her reach.
It's been her all along? The same person?
So, yeah, there's that.
Her. You mean Salem?
That's right. Not much is known about her, and quite frankly, that's not what matters. What matters right now is that she wants the relics. And if she gets them, it's not going to end well.
Blake.
You know, you can always go in and say hi.
I don't want to bother him.
A father's never too busy for his daughter.
Not all of my friends would agree with you on that.
Here,
What? Where are you going?
You've never been very talkative, but that boy you brought home loves to run his mouth. I want to hear more about the adventures of Team RWBY.
Aww.
Holly, back you, dear?
She's so shaky. Aww.
Hey, Dad.
Blake. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Please, come sit. Don't worry, I've got it. Sit down. Sit down.
I don't want to keep you with your...
Nonsense. I've been cooped up in here all day. You still take sugar, right?
Oh, actually,
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, here, take this one.
No, really, it's no big deal.
You sure?
They're being
Positive.
so overly nice to each other.
Old habits, I suppose.
Hmm.
Might want to let it cool.
Right.
So, is it warm in Vale?
Huh?
It just seems like your outfit doesn't cover very much.
It covers plenty.
I mean, a little more armor might help, don't you think?
I'm fine. I don't need armor. I can look after myself.
I know you can. I'm sorry.
Why?
Hmm?
Why would you say that?
Sweetheart, what's wrong? What did I say?
How can you still love me after what I did?
Your mother and I will always love you.
You were right. I shouted at you and yelled at you, but you were right. I called you cowards.
It's okay.
I should have left the White Fang with you and Mom. I should have listened to you, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Blake, it's fine. We never held anything against you, and I never feared you would fail. The only thing I ever feared was that you would fall down the wrong path. And I am so proud to see you haven't.
But I did. It was...
And you pulled yourself out. You came back. There aren't many who possess that kind of strength, and even fewer that have the courage to face their demons again. Vale, Mountain Glen, Beacon. You confronted the White Fang time after time.
I didn't do it alone.
No, you didn't.
That's why you need to go back to them.
I wanted to ask you. Why did you leave Vale? Why did you leave your friends behind?
Get the gang back together. Son. Oh.
Oh, whoa! This isn't the bathroom! I'll just be going. Sorry to interrupt this tender family moment.
I really don't like you.
Yeah.
Right? So let's say we believe all of this. There really is this crazy evil being behind these attacks, not just some thugs trying to become powerful. Why doesn't the world know? Why isn't Atlas going after them, or Mistral?
And why aren't we in more of a hurry to get to Haven? Shouldn't we be getting them a message? What if they're next?
The headmaster over there saw what happened to Beacon. He's not dumb. He'll be on his guard. Besides,
that enough?
It takes time to mobilize forces like that. Do you really think they planned out that attack on Beacon overnight? And to answer your question, it's the same reason we keep quiet about the maidens. If the whole world knew about the relics, about Salem, it would be chaos. We'd have another great war on our hands, and this time, you'd have to fight.
It might be unavoidable, and
Look, I had the same questions too.
people might not be prepared.
Ozpen always put his foot down. We can't cause a panic. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Salem's smart. She works from the shadows, using others to get what she wants. So that when it comes time to place the blame, we can only point at each other.
Why doesn't she leak the information to everybody to cause chaos?
Divide us, humanity. So far, she's done a pretty damn good job.
All right. So what should we do?
I don't really know.
That's not
Hospitals
reassuring.
Put a lot of trust in the headmasters. Like I said, the schools are an important part of stopping Salem. Atlas is going to be on high alert after the last attack, and Vacuo is, well, Vacuo. It'll be hard
What's that
to
mean?
hire thieves and scoundrels to fight against other thieves and scoundrels. Take that. Add in the fact that Cinder and her crew claim to be from Haven, and I think it's likely the next target. So, we're on our way to the headmaster. Haven't heard from him in a while, even before the attack. I'm hoping he has the answers. All right, I think it's time you kids got some sleep.
Uncle Qrow,
Yeah?
this is a lot to take in. And it all sounds crazy, but I'm willing to do whatever I can to help. Because I trust you. But why couldn't you trust me? Why couldn't you just travel with us instead of all of this secrecy and...
Look, this has nothing to do with trust. It's a long story, okay?
Seriously? Now you're tired of telling us stories?
Did you know the Qrows are a sign of bad luck? Old superstition, but it's how I got my name.
Oh.
You see, some people can absorb electricity, and some people can burst into rose petals. And some people are just born unlucky. My semblance isn't like most. It's not exactly something I do. It's always there, whether I like it or not. I bring misfortune.
What?
I guess you could call me a bad luck charm. Comes in real handy when I'm fighting an enemy. But it makes it a little hard on friends and family.
What the heck?
Well, you are just a real bundle of help, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel really bad for him. That means he can never really get close to anyone, can he?
Taking a walk.
There's nothing else you want to tell us?
Is that...
Not tonight.
Is that Raven? Why would she show up again? Oh. Bad luck charm.
Ugh. No concept of privacy, no respect for personal space.
I'm sorry, okay? Ow! I'm sorry!
Ugh.
Look, I promise it was important. I needed to find you to talk to you.
What, son? What could be so important?
I was talking to your mom and she said something weird about the White Fang.
I'm stopping you right there.
But
I told you. I'm not here to fight the White Fang. I'm not here to fight anyone. I'm here to rest, to figure things out, and to see my family.
your mom said White Fang members don't wear masks in Menagerie. But I saw one at the market yesterday. I even got a picture.
Son.
Look, I'm trying to help.
I don't want your help.
It seems important, though. They're here. You can't escape.
A freaking ninja?
A spy.
But why would... Hey, wait!
Follow her.
What's happened?
The White Fang is evil. I totally called it, and I'm bringing your daughter back.
Can she fight? Guessing the dad can fight. He's built like a freaking.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
There was venom in there, wasn't there? Damn it. Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You don't say. Crap. It's a slow acting one, Venom, too, though. Took a while for it to actually start working. I figured there had to be some poison, but after seeing him be fine and explain stuff for like half the episode, or the 90% of the episode, I thought he would be fine. It was just a scratch, but nope. Venom it is. This explanation is interesting. There's some lore about two gods, people creating and destroying humanity, how humanity was born. And they're, like, what were the four things? They were creation, destruction, choice, and a fourth that they gave to humans as, like, physical objects, and taking them away would destroying them take away humanity's ability to create, destroy, choose, etc. That's really interesting. But this is just what Osmond believes. Is it true? I'm guessing there's some truth to it, at least, because otherwise why explain it this way, right? And so they're being guarded by the four schools? I don't remember what they're called. Beacon? I don't know. His story's really sad too, though. Qrow's, he's bad luck. His semblance is bringing bad luck to everybody. That's really sad. I thought his semblance possibly was just changing into animals. Changing into the Qrow, rather. But it's just bad luck for everybody. Oh! That actually puts his fight with Tyrion in a very different light. Because when he was on top of that roof and he saw there was like a loose floorboard or something, that he knew that leading Tyrion towards that roof, part of the roof, would make him fall because it's bad luck. That's really, really interesting. Okay, cool. Blake here. A much needed talk for both Qrow and for Blake. Talking to her father about... Aw. She has such a loving family. And I was right that it felt like too nice, that there was something unresolved there. And turns out she spurned them. She walked away from them to continue going along with the White Fang. And it resulted... Well, the White Fang turned into the Party of Adam. Oh. I'm so glad. I'm glad Blake has a good family to return to. They seem like kind, understanding people. The father does hate son, but son deserves it sometimes a little bit, especially there when he was like eavesdropping the entire time. But yeah, this was an emotional moment. I really appreciate this. You could tell her guard was up. She's like trying not to. She's like, I'm wearing enough clothes. What are you talking about? Armor, etc. He's the father. I mean, more than being upset that he's trying to like tell her that she's wearing too little or being too revealing, she's upset that he's still showing her love because she doesn't feel like she deserves it, which is painful to think about. The writing on the show is so good. The way the characters are formed. There was something that... Oh yeah, so... Right, this scene was really good. Son frickin' overhearing. But this part was really interesting because they say, what's his name? Qrow says that they keep the maidens a secret. They keep these 4 things a secret. The why their schools are surrounding them. They're keeping all of this a secret so that everything doesn't devolve into chaos. But it seems like their idea is that they're going to train people anyway, so that even though they don't know about it, they're going to be prepared for this upcoming battle. But what is stopping Salem from sowing seeds of truth or knowledge into people's minds? Like, what's stopping them from gaining allies by spreading the truth? Like, people, like, if she comes out and has people gain trust by telling them the truth, she could get people on her side who wouldn't otherwise be on her side. She could cause chaos by leaking all of this information. Why is she keeping it a secret? Why is she not leaking it herself? That's a question I have that I'm not sure will be answered, but just something I wondered. Jean was mad at Qrow for what they were essentially asking of Pyrrha, and I mean, it didn't eventually wind up in killing Pyrrha. Pyrrha was killed by Cinder, but I can understand him being frustrated. Like, yeah. I don't know if Jean will ever be completely right after this, after Pyrrha. Man. You feel her presence this entire volume, even though we've seen just like one video of her teaching him how to fight. He's gonna use that till the end of time, isn't he? Anyway, Spy. I don't know why they wear the mask to make themselves identifiable, and it also sticks out in the middle of the night. The White Fang mask is white. It's slap, 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 slap. Don't hit him. I mean, he's listening in on private conversations, eavesdropping, but still, come on, don't smack. But yeah, she just wanted to stay away, get some distance. Her father did ask a question: why did you leave if your friends were invaluable in building you back up after your problems, after the White Fang? I think that's the first time we've actually seen him legitimately get mad at her, like have a mad face at her. Because I don't know, I just noticed that I'm trying to read the body language of the tail as well, because in a lot of for instance Zootopia, Judy Hopps, her ears tend to signify like what kind of mood she's in, so I'm assuming it's similar here with the Faunus. A ninja. All right, we'll see what happens. We've only got 4 more chapters left. That spy seemed too obvious, though. Are they trying to draw them away for some reason? And then now here Qrow is suffering, and definitely, like I said last time, should have captured Tyrion, given that he was in a state of panic at losing his tail. Because we need an anti-venom. I don't know how you... I'm assuming there are ways to get venom out of your system besides an anti-venom, but an anti-venom is probably the best way to go, right? And I mean, that's assuming they would be able to formulate one from... Oh, they have his tail, right? Or I don't know if they picked it up or took it with them, but the part of his tail that was cut off, so maybe they can get an anti-venom out of that? I don't know. Anyway, these are really good episodes. I'm really liking this volume. But thanks for watching. 1 week ahead over on Patreon, in the link in the description below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, friends.